Hello, me fixing everything. And because there is always to be something to be fixed, there is a reason I'm pointing the camera towards the ceiling of that room. Today, and in the next few days, I will be putting a drywall on the ceiling of that room. The problem is, well, why I'm doing it, is because this corner of the room is 5 centimeters higher compared to the ground than this corner of the room. Also, it's the floor on the top floor. It's concrete, which means that the ceiling here is concrete, and a lot of heat goes through that concrete floor. We're losing on heat by the ceiling. So, with drywall, we will insulate the top of that room, which will make it maybe warmer, and also will be used for sound insulation. So there will be insulating material, a little bit of rock wall. There will be in between the drywall and the concrete floor. So I will show you how you can do it yourself. And I can tell you, I'm not a professional. I'm a complete DIY person. But I have a very small YouTube channel which tries to help people, but it might harm you if you follow my advices. The ceiling might drop on your head, so be careful when you follow the advices of someone on the internet. But I will show you how I do it. So what we got is a few CD profiles. The size of the room is 5 meters in this direction and 3.5 meters in this direction, which means 17.5 square meters in total. We got 11 CD profiles, a few UD profiles for the perimeter of the room, and a few sheets of drywall. All the materials are Knauf because that's the quality around where I'm from. We have a few more materials. The first thing we're gonna do when we do the drywall, will be to get a measurement with a laser level of the perimeter of the wall. So I'll put a drywall pole. I'll put a pole right in the middle of the room. I'll put the laser level on the top. I'll show you all this, and I will get marks for the level what is supposed to be on the top of the room. Okay. Enjoy the video. I hope it's helpful for you. And yeah, let's continue working. Okay, so I got the pole out. Use a Chinese laser level. I'll attach it to that pole. Okay. Switch it on. Well, you need a horizontal line. It will be while it's not level. Let's put it somewhere. Okay, so I'll show you now. I'll show you how uneven the top of the floor is. So that's the laser level. You can see the distance between the line and the top of the floor, and you can see the distance between the line and the top of the floor. I'll tell you because I measured it with a distance measurement tool, with a ruler. It's 5 centimeters. So I'll make marks with Oh, I don't know the name in English. I'll make marks so I don't need to have the laser level all the time on top of the room. And after, I'll show you what's next. But the current situation is, you can see how uneven the top of the floor is. The lowest point is right there. That's what we need to remember. Where is the lowest point? Right there. Okay, see you in a second. So we need to mark now where the lines is, and after that we'll make a more permanent markings. What is that? 3.4 millimeters. So the profile we're gonna use is 27 millimeters. So from here it will be right there. So it will be a gap between the profile and the wall. That's like 7 millimeters, which is very low. I don't recommend you doing that, but I really don't want to drop the level of the ceiling a lot. So it needs to be very slim profile. Let's do some markings. Go mark right here. It's very important, right in the middle. Let's do a mark right here. Okay, and we do a mark like this on every corner. So one on this side, one on that side, one on this side, one on that side, on every corner. Do a mark like this one. Okay, let's do the work now. Okay, after we put the measurements, that's how the beams, the CD profiles will look. So that's the UD profile in the perimeter around the walls. That's why we got the level. But on 15 centimeters from the wall, so from 15 centimeters right around, come focus, right around there, then on 50 centimeters, so 15, 50, 1 meter, 50, 2 meters, there will be beams going from one side to the other side, and then the layers of the drywall will be going up 90 degrees perpendicular of the CD profiles. So I need to measure now a distance from the wall to a point right around there, 15 centimeters, then 50, then meter, and the same on this side of the wall. After that, I'll put the meter, the laser, and I'll get the line. Should I do this? Yeah, it's gonna be a lot more accurate. You can miss that step, but it will make the things a lot more easy if you take your time and do it now. Okay, so that's how my diagram is gonna look. So that's the CD profiles, 15, 50 meter. So what we're trying to accomplish is no more than 50 centimeters between the boards, because that's not very strong structure anyway, and if there is a bigger distance in between them, the whole thing might collapse, or bad things might happen. It might crack. So that's the cheapest option, the easiest if you ask me, the quickest. So let's continue measuring. You just saw me in the speed up video doing the marks with the distance from the wall to the point there. I did the same thing on this side of the wall, 15 meter and half a meter. This will help me put lines on top of the ceiling. Now, for the holders for the CD profiles, I will do marks on every 60 centimeters. I'll speed up the video so you can see the process. All the markings are done on this side, on this side, on this side of the wall, and on this side. You'll see me in the next part. I'll put permanent markings on the top of the ceiling, but now I'll use the sound insulation on these brackets. There we go. You see me in the speed up part, putting insulation. This insulation will go right here where the metal bit is contacting the concrete top of the ceiling. So if there is vibrations, they're not transferred to the top floor. I will do that on these holders and on the UD profiles as well. Let's work. After I speed up the part with a sound deadening insulation on the top of the UD profiles and the profile holders, now it's time to put a choke line all around where the laser was. So we're using a choke line and we put the markings all around the wall, so speed up this process as well, but we need a choke line all around the ceiling. There will be markings on every 15, half a meter, and so on, and on every 60 centimeters, and all around the level of the ceiling. So that's next. whole ceiling is marked now. Did a few mistakes when I did the measurements, and these two lines, this one and this one, are wrong. But that's how it looks now. You can see at the bottom is the level of the UD profiles. These perpendicular lines, this one and this one, parallel lines, sorry, are where the CD profiles are gonna sit. And these are where these holders are gonna sit. Now I will mark for two, I'll put two anchors here and here to hold it. I might put one in the middle, but I'm not really confident in that concrete. I'm not really sure that is the best quality concrete, so I'll just play it safe and put two anchors in the both sides of the bracket. I'll mark now two for each 60 centimeters, and then with the impact drill I will drill, I think, around 145 holes for the anchors. So yeah, that's it. That's what's next. As you saw in the speed up part, we put the CD profile holders hanging from the ceiling. These. We decided that we'll hide the curtains with a little pocket for the curtains, so we had to change the UD profiles on this side of the wall. I put most of them because here I got stuff, like house stuff. It's on my way. I can't put the ladder to put the last holders, brackets or whatever they're called. But I got the UD profiles. I'm not even sure that I need them on that side, but I still put them on. And on this side I might end up the last piece in there, but most of them are done. The line that you see right there, it's where the cable goes to the light. And be very careful when you do that. You don't want to get on the way of the or hit the cable. So I'll put the laser on and we'll level the CD profile, so we'll speed up the video, and I might make a little part when I show you how to level them. Okay. Okay, I'll show you now how to level the CD profiles. After we got the laser level on the level of the UD profiles, you need a target. Usually they come as a set with the laser level, but my one didn't. So I had to make myself one because it's locked down and I can't even order now. So that's a target. Usually it's a plastic thingy with two magnets. I got a CD profile and I made it like this. So what you do, you put the target in one side. There we go. Put it here and switch the laser level on. Let's put the level on. Okay. Then you go to the target and put it down a certain amount. I set it on exactly 2 centimeters from where the level is, and we need the CD profile to be leveled with the target. I'll show you why you need a target. If you put the laser level and you try to level the profile by the edge of the profile, it will get twisted horizontally. It's not gonna be right. You can get it right just on one side. So when you put the target, that's how it looks like. Put the target on. Can you see? It dropped with a centimeter. But it can also twist like this, and this will make your whole ceiling to be wrong. So put it on exactly the mark, and using a clamp, I got these vice grips, but you can do it with a normal plastic clamp as well or something. Just clamp it like that, and then screw it in. But 100% you need to use a target. If you don't use a target, it will get twisted and it's not gonna be right. So use a target. Set it up to the right level. Put it here. Level it to right where you want it. And then level the whole roof, the whole ceiling on the same spot. That's how you level it. Okay, let's speed up the video now. Okay, so after the CD profiles are leveled, as you can see when I zoom in on the target, we'll start putting the wooden wall insulation. There will be 5 centimeters of wooden wall insulation, and it will fit right in between the beams, right in between, perpendicular on the beams. I'll continue leveling, otherwise the video will become too long. And something special, you need a special tool, 90-degree angle tool, to go on the screw to go on this side. I don't have one, so I'll try to figure out other ways of screwing it in. But that's how to use the target. Put it in the middle, clamp it, screw it, then go from the sides and screw it in. But after you level the middle, all the others are leveled, or it seems to be leveled. Yeah, let's continue working. While I'm leveling the CD profiles, we're also installing the wood wall insulation in between the beams. That was the slimmest insulation I could find. Usually it shouldn't touch the metal profiles, but I'm sure it will be fine. So wear PPE while we're installing it, a hat or glasses, gloves, mask, everything. Very nasty one. And fill up all of the gaps. Yeah, let's continue working. Just fill up with insulation as much as you can. If it needs to be really cheap, even without insulation, it's gonna be maybe okay, because the air gap is a good insulation, but with a little bit of insulation it would be even better. Okay, that was the next step. Okay, so we're ready with the, well, partially, with the insulation, and we started putting the boards, the plaster boards on top. What you do is you start with a whole piece, and then you need to cross the gaps in between the plasterboard. So you can't lay two big ones next to each other, because there will be a gaps on a cross in between. It needs to be only a T shape. It shouldn't be a gap on this end. So you need to match them, so the different sizes. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna put a big piece over there, small piece over there, big piece over there, and big piece over there in such a pattern. The gaps in between the boards are gonna be on T shape only, not cross pattern. Otherwise, the gaps might crack, and it's not good. There'll be a gap over there for the curtains. That's why I stopped putting the CD profiles, and we also need to put all the household items. They're on the way. What we use is a plasterboard lifter for the easier installation of the boards, but it's also possible to do it by yourself. With a pole like this one, you can put it on one side, hold it on the other side. It's possible. It's a lot harder, but it is possible. With this thing, costs around 150 euros, 140 pounds, or whatever currency you're in. It will save you. You can rent it as well. I think for 5-10 quid. You can rent it as well for a couple of days when you're ready with everything. Put all the CD profiles, prepare everything, rent it, put all the plasterboards for a day or 2 or 3. Save your back. Yeah, we'll speed up the process now. We need to put a bit more insulation over here. And you'll see speed up lifting on one of the plasterboards. That's the next step in doing the ceiling. After the installation of the big board over there, we moved all the household items and I just installed the pocket or the box where the curtains are gonna sit. And now I'm not gonna put another UD. I was thinking to put another UD profile and use the laser to level it. I'll miss that step, and I'll just level all of the CD profiles using the laser level with the target. I'm not gonna use UD profile on the right side of the room. I want to use it on the left side. Also, I screw up a little bit. I don't need this UD profile at all. I didn't need it on the other side as well. It's completely unused, but I was making another drywall ceiling before that had a different system used, and it needed them. But with this one, it's more budget friendly, so I don't need it. I don't even know why I used it in the first place, but never mind. I'll be okay for the next room. So we continue by putting the next CD profiles. Okay, we're almost finished. The last piece of board needs to go on the ceiling. A bit more insulation and we're done. That's the pocket for the curtain. You can see how it's done. There will be a metal bit that goes on the corner, but I will, sorry for that, I will show that in another video when I feel more confident how it needs to be done. That's everything. That's everything for that video. I hope it's helpful for you. Subscribe to the channel. You can put your ideas and recommendation in the comment section. I'm sure that there can be plenty. And that's it. That's how to make your ceiling even, insulated, and make it look nicer. You can hide some cable in it, and that's it. I really hope the video was helpful to you. Subscribe to the channel and we'll see you on the next one.